Bears Nation, the winds of change are blowing through Hollis Hall, and this time it feels different. Chicago's defense, once a predictable unit that opposing NFC North quarterbacks could slice through with ease, may finally be stepping into a new era of dominance. The reason? Dennis Allen, a defensive mastermind known for crafting intricate, aggressive schemes, has brought in a system so advanced that even Montez Sweat, the team's highest paid player, felt compelled to show up for voluntary OTAs for the first time in years. Think about the significance of that decision. Sweat is not just any player. He's a proven pass rushing force, a cornerstone of this defense, and a man who recently signed a massive contract extension worth $82 million. For a player of his stature, voluntary offseason activities are often optional. Yet this time, Sweat chose to be there. Why? Because Allen's scheme isn't the same old defense that's been holding Chicago back. It's complex, demanding, and potentially game-changing. Sweat openly praised the new system, calling it both complex and a great defensive scheme. When your best defensive player, someone with both the paycheck and reputation to skip OTAs, says he needs extra time to master the system, you know you're witnessing something significant. For too long, Bears fans have seen their defense rely on basic, predictable concepts. Quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins rarely had trouble reading coverages and identifying blitz. But that era might finally be over. Allen's philosophy is straightforward yet powerful. Stop the run first, then unleash chaos on the quarterback. This approach perfectly fits Chicago's current roster. With interior disruptors like Gervin Dexter and Grady Jarrett collapsing pockets from the inside, Sweat will frequently find himself in one-on-one situations on the edge. In that scenario, his chances of terrorizing quarterbacks skyrocket. Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, even hinted that Sweat will move around frequently before the snap, lining up on both sides of the formation. That unpredictability makes life miserable for offensive lines. Imagine Green Bay's Jordan Love or Detroit's Jared Goff trying to set protections when they have no idea where Sweat is coming from. What makes this even more exciting is the depth of Chicago's pass rushing group. Alongside Sweat, the Bears have rotational players like Aid Ogundeji, Tona Capasignan, Austin Booker, and Dominique Robinson. This depth means Chicago can attack in waves, keeping players fresh deep into games. Sweat's commitment speaks volumes. After recording just 5.5 sacks last season, a far cry from his 2023 double-digit total, he clearly wants to bounce back in a big way. His decision to attend OTAs shows he's determined to make this defense elite again. When the highest-paid player fully buys into the system, it sets the tone for the entire locker room. This defensive rebuild isn't just about X's and O's, it's about mentality. Allen is building a unit designed to confuse, overwhelm, and dominate opponents. For a city that has long prided itself on great defense, this might finally be the system that revives Chicago's identity as a defensive powerhouse. While the defense is undergoing a revolution, the offense has its own emerging storyline, one that could make Caleb Williams' second season unforgettable. Rookie tight end Colston Loveland, the Bears' 10th overall draft pick, is finally back on the field after recovering from shoulder surgery. Expectations for Loveland were sky high on draft night, and he's already showing flashes of why he was selected so early. During recent practices, Loveland hauled in multiple catches, including key completions from Williams in first down situations. For a player who missed all of spring training due to injury, this fast-developing chemistry with the franchise quarterback is exactly what Chicago needed to see. Loveland's college resume speaks for itself. At Michigan, he recorded 56 receptions, 582 yards, and 5 touchdowns in his final season. His ability to stretch the field and create mismatches made him one of the most exciting tight end prospects in years. What makes his story even better is how he surged past Tyler Warren, who had been projected to go ahead of him, after a dominant finish to his college career. Now, Loveland joins a Bears offense that will heavily feature tight ends. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, fresh from Detroit, is well known for designing schemes that maximize multiple tight end formations. With both Loveland and veteran Cole Kmet as legitimate weapons, Chicago could run a dynamic two tight end system that stresses defenses in new ways. This creates an exciting internal competition. Kmet has been a reliable starter for years and knows the playbook inside and out. He's not going to give up his T1 spot without a fight. But Loveland's skill set and first-round pedigree make him a serious challenger. Having two starting caliber tight ends creates headaches for defensive coordinators. Add in DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Romo Duns, and Chicago suddenly has one of the most versatile pass-catching groups in the league. Defenses won't be able to cover everyone, especially in the red zone where mismatches matter most. This competition between Kmet and Loveland is good for everyone. It will push both players to improve, and Johnson will benefit from having multiple high-level options to design creative plays. Before we get into the biggest concern facing the Bears right now, don't forget to join our community. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a single update on your Chicago Bears. This season could be the turning point we've been waiting for, and you won't want to miss a moment of it. Now comes the part that has everyone in Chicago worried, the offensive line situation. Training camp has barely started, yet there are already alarming signs that could impact the entire season. Darnell Wright, the young right tackle expected to protect Caleb Williams for years to come, needed a rest day after just 3 non-contact practices. The team claims they're monitoring player workloads with GPS data, tracking things like accelerations and decelerations, but fans aren't buying that excuse. For a 24-year-old lineman to need rest so early is concerning. Meanwhile, Braxton Jones, who is supposed to anchor the left tackle spot, hasn't looked ready to take on full responsibilities. In his absence, players like Azi Trapilo and Kiran Amegaji are getting extra reps, but Amegaji is also battling health issues. That means the Bears could realistically start the season with major question marks at both tackle positions. And that's a terrifying thought for a team trying to develop a young quarterback. The depth behind Wright and Jones is even more concerning. Backup tackle Joshua Miles has just 19 career snaps, the last of which came in 2019. Another potential backup, Theo Benedette, has never played a single NFL snap. Across all of Chicago's reserve tackles, there are only 119 total NFL snaps combined. This lack of experience puts Caleb Williams at risk. Without reliable pass protection, the Bears could see their offensive progress stall, and worse, put their franchise quarterback in danger. Some insiders have floated the idea of temporarily moving Joe Thuney, a veteran All-Pro guard, to tackle. It's unconventional, but it's not unprecedented. Kansas City did something similar last season and went on to win the Super Bowl. Thuney has played 146 career games, plus 21 playoff appearances, and remains in excellent shape at 32 years old. But relying on a stopgap solution is risky. The Bears may need to explore the free agent market for available tackles. The problem is that the pool of capable players at this point in the offseason is extremely thin. If they wait too long, it might be too late to fix this glaring weakness. Adding to the concerns, rookie receiver Luther Burden III is also dealing with soft tissue injuries, something that derailed Curtis Conway's rookie season years ago. These small issues have a way of snowballing into long-term problems, especially for young players still adjusting to the speed and physicality of the NFL. Chicago Bears fans have every reason to feel both hopeful and cautious right now. On one side, the team is undergoing an exciting transformation. Dennis Allen's complex defensive scheme has Montez Sweat and the entire defense buzzing with energy. The offense is getting a major boost from rookie tight end Colston Loveland, who is already making plays with Caleb Williams despite missing time with injury. But the offensive line looms as the biggest challenge. Without stability at tackle, everything else could fall apart. The Bears front office must act quickly, whether it's exploring free agency, considering bold position changes, or making trades to ensure Caleb Williams stays protected. This roster has the pieces to compete in the NFC North. But solving the offensive line crisis could be the deciding factor between a breakout season and another year of frustration. One thing is certain, this season will not be boring. With all the new additions, internal competitions, and the looming challenges, Bears fans are in for a roller coaster ride.